first guest. This is actually her second time on the show. She's one of my favorites, and I'm honored to be mentioned in one of her songs that she put out recently. So, with that being said, this lady, this queen, she's got a friend in me. I'm joined with the one and only Anonymous Rose. What's good?
Peace and love, Kenny C.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm fresh off work.
It's all
Oh
good.
goodness, but everything has been so good. How have you been, my good friend?
I'm taking it one day at a time. Just happy to do what I love, and happy to have you
Mm,
back. It's been 7 years or several years
man,
since you last
man.
been on this show. You've been a very, very busy lady since that interview. You've been doing PYT radio. You're doing the music thing. You touring. You doing all sorts of projects per se. So it's good to have. Is every time I see Anonymous, people be like the handshakes and the daps. Nah, Anonymous, she gonna hug me. So I get a nice hug, like the auntie hug. You know what I'm saying? So that's that's how she is.
They be filled with love. They be
Yeah.
filled with
So
love.
I feel the love indeed. So let's get into Lincoln Lounge Volume Two. Um, this is your next project. I'm super excited about it. How you feeling about it? What makes it different from Volume
Yeah.
One? How you feeling about Volume Two?
Man, so it's crazy because that's what I meant when I was like, I just got finished working. I actually was sitting down, actually listening to the album and, kind of fine tuning and listening to what needs to be changed, what needs to be done, and really selecting what's going to stay and what's going to go, just really kind of like the pruning stage, kind of like the first round of it all. It's this album part two is so different. Like you said, it's been some years since we've talked,
Mm-hmm.
since we've like really gotten to, sit down and catch up with everything because I've been just everywhere doing everything. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, part one, Lincoln Lounge Part One, to actually dropped August of 2021, and we took it on tour that November. And it was more so like my semi emancipation, like through every single volume of the parts. It's they tell a story. Every rose that is represented on each cover tells a story. It also has its own background meaning. So with Lincoln Lounge Part One, you had the Abraham Lincoln rose. The rose that represented the man that so called freed us or set us free, ratified slavery. But in the end, we all came to know, the story was a little different than what
Mm-hmm.
they painted it to be, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But in symbolism and metaphor, as far as artistic expression and creation, it was my false sense of freedom. The partying and getting out and not caring about things. It was a whole nother vibe. It was kind of like me letting that off. Part two is a real deep look into my life journey, my spiritual journey, my evolution, how my music's changing, how my pen is changing, how my thoughts are changing. It's really dope also because the rose that's picked, it's Lincoln Lounge Part Two, the Juliet, and the Juliet rose represents Romeo and Juliet. And so we all know the story about Romeo and Juliet.
Mm-hmm.
They both commit suicide, to prove their love to one another. But in my artistic creation, it was a baby, love yourself first. If this rose don't represent nothing to you, it is to teach you to love yourself and put yourself first. Don't put nobody else ahead of you. So I'm really excited for everybody to really dive in and really get to know me because I don't do that often. I be you know, I'll be on the radio shows or I'll be doing interviews or I'll be performing. But about my insides, my introspection, I really be private about that. But this time I'm taking the time to open that up and let everybody know, hey, we all go through it. So yeah, that's how I feel about Lincoln Lounge Part 2, man.
I fell in love with Volume 1. Just getting to hear everything that you said and going along with this journey of Anonymous Rose, and just you just breaking down everything, just being an open book per se, and I've always admired the singing voice, and then I got to learn more of your rap side. I'm like, ooh, she going in these joints, you know. I fell in love with this project. Definitely one of my favorite projects in 2021. So I'm super excited for Volume 2, and I feel like for anyone that's been following your music since day one, they gonna fall in love with Volume 2. I've heard 621. I've heard the Body Joint. I heard her behalf. Obviously, I'm a little biased. I love the French joint for obvious reasons, and Made It Home, your latest release. I love that joint too. So super excited. So, do you have a date for Volume 2, or has that yet to be determined?
If I be honest, because I always tell myself I can't ever give a date because every time I give a date, something always happens. There's no longer a date, so I'm gonna say to be announced, to be announced. But I will say that it is during equinox. The season of spring is showing up, so springtime is definitely the aim. Just no specific date.
Gotcha. I feel like spring's definitely the way to go. Once we get through this cold weather phase that we go into, because I hate
Yeah.
the cold weather. I hate it with a passion. I hate just bringing extra clothes and extra hoodies, and
Yeah.
just a few weeks ago it was like, maybe this was Christmas weekend, but it was like zero some degrees. Like, I can't live for that ever again. I just can't. I can't. I
Yo,
mean,
listen, I'm trying to tell you, like, spring is supposed to be the new year. Like, I mean, just
yeah,
think of, like, logically, it makes sense. Like,
yeah,
it's cold still. It's
yeah.
supposed to be, we're supposed to pop out when it's new. Everything's new. Everything's growing back. Everything's popping back out. So that should be the new year. But hey, I can't. I don't deal well. Like, even being a winter baby. Like I was born December 12th. So it's kind of like, it's always cold during my birthday. I be want to do something warm, take
Yeah.
off, go do something, or live somewhere warm. I can't deal with the cold.
I hate it.
Like,
Maybe I feel that way because I'm a summer baby. I'm born on June 25th. I'm a Cancer, so I mean, yeah.
ah, lucky.
But be on the lookout for Lincoln Lounge Volume 2 for Anonymous Rose. It is coming um, tentatively in the spring. She don't have a date yet, but go listen to all
Nope,
these
I'm not
joints.
giving y'all a day till it's time.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I'll see. So what I do is I'll email you, and I'll be like, all right, you can release the date now.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so I want to talk about the Friends music video. That It's a 90s throwback feel per se. If you look at the album cover for the song, it's similar to Friends, the TV show. And then obviously, that's a big show back in the day. So you was definitely going. You and Lando. Shout out to Lando B on the joint.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
he did a
yeah.
fantastic job. I first heard Roots and Heritage. I heard it on Roots and Heritage Festival. I was on the side with Tina and Molly and RC and a couple other uh, artists. seeing that song performed for the first time. I fell in love for the song, for the joint. And the funny thing is, I didn't even hear. I was enjoying the song so much that I didn't even hear the shout out part. I was just vibing to the joint. So once I heard the joint on the platforms and I heard the song, like I'm in the zone listening, I'm like, wait a minute, she mentioned me on the joint. I made the cut. You know, so yeah, like I said, I'm
Man,
very
I'm
biased.
like Kenny.
Yeah,
You are the goat, man. Like I'm trying to tell you, if nobody supports us here in this city, you do. You support us so heavily. You spin playlists. You promote our music. You show up to every event. Man, you're present and you're so important to the community here, especially music wise. So it's not, to me, it's like, yo, you do got a friend in me, like, and I see you, right? It's like we never left.
I definitely
So
appreciate the
yeah,
shout out.
give you your flowers while you're here, man. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you as well. So obviously, as you prepare for this release, you're gonna be doing some shows here and there. I do know you are confirmed for Field of Dreams in late April. Um,
Yes, I am.
so
Shout out to Outlaws Farm and Easy the DJ.
yes,
Um, whoop whoop. I'm actually pretty lit. It's been a little bit. Since I've been out there. I think it was a couple years ago we were out there,
yeah,
right on the farm. And then it was like the big old open space with the stage open and lit up, the big old bonfire. So I'm really it's been some years later, so I can only imagine the growth and the versatile, you know what I'm saying, the versatility to look forward to. I'm really excited. And not only that, I get to rock, Lincoln Lounge Part Two. It might be out by then. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say that.
yes, yes. Shout out to Easy. Definitely one of the hardest working DJs in this scene, if not the hardest working DJ, at least what I know. So
It's like
I'll
your favorite DJ.
yes, yes indeed. So
Easy's that man.
yeah, he linked up with me about this festival, and I said, man, say less. I'll be there. I'll be there. I might, since it's a farm, I might rock some overwilds, or something like that. I don't know. Just that depends on the weather, obviously. But I'm super excited about that. Uh, so be on the lookout on April 29th, Berea, Kentucky. Get your tickets for that show. Anonymous will be there, and many other talented local artists. And it's for all ages. It ain't just for grown folks. It's for
Yes,
everybody.
it is.
So make your way to Berea, Kentucky on April 29th for the show. I'll be posting the info on that on my social media sites and letting y'all know more info as it becomes available. So prior to April 29th, so you got any upcoming performances, or that's the only one you have confirmed as of right now?
As far as for 2023 is gonna be focused more on content, pushing visuals, pushing singles, more so getting into the music grind of it all because what people don't talk about is the wins and the losses of being an independent artist. You know what I'm saying? It's just me and my manager. Shout out to my lovely husband, Prima La. Um, really being able to um grind and stay motivated, it takes a lot, to break down, especially when you're moving and you're doing it all yourself. So, that focus for the performances, when they come, they come. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, I know this year is open to a few places wanting me to come back. So, shout out to Greensboro, shout out to Indianapolis, shout out to Detroit, shout out to Louisville, the different places that I actually toured to last year. So, shout out to them. We might have to pay them one more visit. So, I will say that, yes, right now, Field of Dreams is locked in and confirmed. Everything else is to be announced.
Yeah, super excited. Shout out to the homie 13.5. Um, Talented MC. Yeah, and I'm actually going to interview him later this week. He's got a new project himself on the
Ah,
way. So,
see, I didn't even know
yeah.
at least
Surprise!
I probably forgot. Knowing me, I probably forgot.
So yeah, 13.5. He's got his own project coming. I think it's called God Has Other Plans. That's his new project coming.
Yes,
So
yes.
stay tuned for that.
Plan A.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
I'm
Anonymous, she's gonna be
excited.
on that project. I'm pretty sure. Let's just throw it out there. I mean, she got to, and so yeah,
There's already I think Good Hands is out,
yeah.
so you guys can definitely put that out to him on that one. But yo, this man 13.5 did his thing, just the creativity. I can't wait for y'all to hear it. I can't wait for y'all to hear it.
So
Like
I'm looking
she,
forward to chatting with him, get the conversations, because every time I run into him, we just have the hey, what's up, nice hand daps and stuff. So I'm looking forward to having the conversation with him. You know how it is on music
mhm,
shows. You have your gestures, you have your hellos and how you doings and stuff. So I'm
mhm.
looking. This is gonna be like the first time I have a conversation with him, lengthy conversation per se. So shout out to the homie 13.5. And I'll chat with you on Thursday this week. And look forward to dissect this project he's got coming up. So two of the dopest albums of 2023 already. Lincoln Lounge, Volume 2, The Juliet, and God Has Other Plans. I'm I'm on record. That's gonna be two of the dopest projects. Indie, mainstream, it don't matter. It's gonna be the one of the dopest music that you hear in 2023, or as I like to call it, the Jordan year. So everybody's in Jordan mode right
And
now.
we gonna say as of right now,
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna put them on blast, but I know a few other artists that are cooking up right now as we speak. Right
Ooh.
now as we speak, I know, but I'm not gonna say nothing until they say something. So
Okay.
that's just artist rules. It's just artist rules.
That's the artist
But
rule.
yes, this year is getting ready to be filled with good music, man. We ain't gonna be the best. We just gonna be the kickoff. We kicking it off into a good vibe, a very fruitful year for independent artists. So
Yes.
it's definitely exciting. It's so exciting, and I can't wait.
I can't wait as well. You, as I said at the beginning, you are a very, very busy lady. With the music, with Nutty Crowns, you're doing all sorts of projects and collaborations. I'm so proud of you, of your growth, of your evolution as an artist. Like I
Thank
remember,
you. Thank you
I
so much.
was there. I forgot the name of the venue it was, but I was there when you performed with Cobwebs and Bonnie Badak. You did a song on,
That
yeah,
was the album. That was
yeah,
that Sammy.
yes.
Oh no.
So yes, I was there.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah. So I
Wow.
was there from the beginning. So
All right, so listen, look, remind me to sit you down for this documentary I'm putting together, okay? I'm gonna
okay.
just need you to come on with it because you've been there through the whole thing.
Hey, I'm
You've been there
honored.
through the
I
whole
will be
thing.
honored. I will be honored to
Ooh,
contribute.
real
Yeah.
quick. Shout out to Lex Bread Development, for the visuals, for the mixing quality and mastering
Yeah.
quality of Anonymous Rose visuals. Also, they do their own side visual work as well. So get at them. Also, shout out to the Blueprint Awards. If you have not went to the website www.theblueprintawards.com, go vote for your girl Anonymous Rose for female artist and female artist of the year and R&B. There we go. And then we got 90s Crown because I'm doing so much. Okay, I got to separate it all. And then 90s Crown is nominated for Lock Stylist of the Year as well. So make sure y'all go to the website and vote for your girl. I would truly appreciate it. And we will see you guys in February for that. Boom.
Yes. Shout out to Wano. Shout out to Wadri. Putting that award show together for us, for the culture.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be
Yes.
at the Lexington Opera House. So I hope they are ready for what's about to happen.
Listen, I'm nervous, man. Look, it's the first award show for Anonymous Rose. You know, first times for everything. But I do send my heart out to every single artist in the city because we have been shortchanged. We have been shortchanged, man. We got talent here in Lexington, so y'all better bring it because I'm bringing it. So here we go.
Good to have you on the show, Miss Wells. Thank you so much for your time. Tell your husband I say hello, and I'll chat with him in a few days. With that being said, thank you for your time and for just your contributions to this local music scene. You are truly a treasure. You are just so talented and passionate, and you put on for the city. So respect to you, Queen. Thank you so much for your time.
Peace. Peace. Thank you so much, Kenny C, man. Shout out to you for being who you are, holding it down for us.